Hello, my name is Vladimir Tikhomirov. I'm chief economist at BCS Global Markets, and I'll give you my view in the macro area for the coming week. The past week has been not that much different from the previous weeks. It was quite volatile. There were many news that affected the Russian market and the ruble moves. But perhaps the most important was the news concerning COVID action that Trump has catched. That was something that weighted heavily on global markets and the Russian market at the start of the past week. There were fears that if this disease is quite serious, given the age of the president, then that could have some important repercussions for all markets. And obviously, we have seen a spike in risk aversion from many investors that pushed ruble back to levels of 78 to 79 rubles to the dollar. However, Trump's illness turned out to be quite short, and that created a new wave of optimism on the markets. Starting mid last week, we have seen a very significant uptick in the ruble rate. Basically, the ruble has finished the week 1.5 rubles stronger to the dollar, closing below 77 rubles to the dollar mark. Another positive driver for the markets, including the Russian one, were the news concerning a possible progress on adoption of a new package to support U.S. economy. This is good for all markets because given the share of U.S. economy and global economy, of course, that's something that creates more positive mood, including towards the risky assets. I remain cautious about the possibility of adoption of this package before the elections. I don't think that this is something that's going to happen, but given the fact that there are only 3 weeks left before the election date, I think that the result of these elections, who will win, what the post-election politics in the US will be, this is the questions that would dominate the markets and dominate the sentiment on the markets. So I think that's something that all the markets will be watching closely. Including the Russian market. For the ruble, actually, I don't expect to see any significant move in the currency rate. Either way, I actually expect the currency to trade in the band of 74 to 77 rubles in the coming 1 to 2 weeks, unless we see a major change in the political environment globally or towards Russia. Today, for instance, the European Union is going to discuss sanctions against Russia related to Navalny incident, but the report suggests that the sanctions would not have any significant economic repercussions for Russia. There will be no material sanctions in the economic area. Hopefully so, we'll see. Generally, I think that the Russian market, as well as the global markets, would be watching the result of US elections, and that would be the prime driver either way for the markets in the coming weeks. That's all on my side. Thank you.